reggae music and Jamaican-style meat patties. Neville Hamilton is bringing a new vibe to a Mennonite community.
Had some spice, if you want to say that, to Steinbach.
What outsiders say about Steinbach isn't always kind. It's vilified as being too white, socially conservative, anti-gay, and closed off. No place for a black man from Jamaica.
When I tell them I'm from Steinbach, they're like, "You're from Steinbach? What are you doing in Steinbach?" I mean, they think that Steinbach is a community that doesn't invite or welcome people.
Andrew Unger is used to hearing these assumptions. In fact, poking fun at Steinbach is his specialty. He writes Mennonite satire for a popular website now called the Unger Review.
Conservative Mennonite Church approves drinking Bud Light since it's not really beer anyway.
Unger says the city's changing faster than strangers may realize.
Believe it or not, there's individual people in Steinbach that are very progressive or want to see changes in Steinbach and are working hard towards those things. The community as a whole probably changes slower than other places, but it is still changing. That's undeniable, I think.
In the last 20 years, the southeastern Manitoba city has seen its population double. 18,000 people call Steinbach home. More than 1/5 of residents are immigrants.
But I do believe the general movement is to be more accepting, is to be more caring and loving and embracing newcomers. If that wasn't happening, then we wouldn't be having the amount of newcomers we're having.
Earl Funk is Steinbach's mayor. He also owns a butcher shop.
I do what I can to portray the Steinbach I know, right?
Take this anti-mask rally from late 2020. Funk says that same day, something else happened. $7,000 was raised for healthcare workers.
That was the real Steinbach, and that came through loud and strong and clear with the donations that were given.
Funk believes faith can still play a role, even as the city becomes increasingly secular. Building relationships is at the heart of it.
It's not so difficult. It's so simple that what we do every day can be our worship.
But what about those who aren't religious? Gary Martins is a member of the Eastman Humanist community. He's a minority in a majority religious city.
I am a little bit uncomfortable in talking about this, but I know that there's a big enough community out there that is going to still engage with me, even though they know I have my doubts about faith.
While he says being assertive in Steinbach about one's differences can cause tensions, Martins enjoys living here.
And I really love it. I can walk to a grocery store, I can walk to a church, I can walk to a drugstore, to a bar.
The city's been nothing but good to Han Rempel. Now a pharmacy owner, her family was among the hundreds of thousands of refugees known as boat people who fled Vietnam starting in the 1970s.
I don't have a lot of those memories. I was quite young, but just talking to my parents, it was basically they felt like they had no choice.
It brings to mind what Ukrainians fleeing the war in their country are going through. It motivated her family's decision to sponsor a Ukrainian family here in Steinbach.
They have a little girl that's 6 years old, and that was how old I was when I came here. So yeah, in many ways it has been full circle.
That's the Steinbach people here want to portray. Ian Fraze, CBC News, Steinbach, Manitoba.